This is the story of three girls who escaped their captor after 20 years of torture. Hello everyone, welcome to Detectives YouTube channel where we talk about true crimes. Let's get into this case. Ariel Castro was born in 10th June 1960 in Puerto Rico. Not much is really known about his upbringing. He did say though that he was abused by mother physically and that he was essayed by neighbor when he was young boy, but this was never reported. Later in life, he would marry a woman called Germelda, but they would have a very rocky relationship. Ariel was said to be extremely abusive. He broke her nose, rib, and her arm, and apparently one of the falls that he caused gave her blood clot, which would cause her to have an inoperable tumor. In 1993, he was arrested for it, but she never pressed charge. She then left him and took the 4 kids along with her. He would later get restraining order on because he kept abducting their kids, and Germelda would die in 2012 due to that tumor that he caused. Ariel Castro was very familiar with the kids in the neighborhood because he was bus driver and his daughter went to the school with them. August 23, 2002, he would kidnap his first victim. Her name was Michelle Knight, and she was meant to be appearing in court that day to fight for her son's custody. She was trying to get help with directions when familiar face approached her. It was Ariel, of course. He offered her a ride. He was one of her friend's dad, so she didn't see a reason to find him suspicious. He explained he needed to make stop at his house, and entering that house would be the biggest mistake of her life, as she would end up staying there trapped for 11 years. When she went missing, the police did nothing because she was 21 and they thought she had just dressed out and ran away to avoid the whole custody battle. Less than a year later, he would abduct again. On April 21st, Amanda Berry would disappear a day before her 70th birthday. The police thought she also ran away until her mother got a phone call. It was a man saying he had Amanda and that she'd be home in a couple of days. Amanda wouldn't return home until 10 years later. On April 2nd, a year later, Gina would also disappear. In each case, Ariel was able to abduct them because they trusted him. These girls went through hell every single day. It was said that each girl was essayed at least 3 times a day. He would also horrifically beat them. They would each have their own individual torture. For instance, first victim Michelle, he would make her watch the TV as nobody searched for her. She would watch as Amanda and Gina's family looked for them, and he constantly told her no one cared or was looking for her. It was said that she fell pregnant 5 times while in captivity, and he beats her until she lost the baby each time. But then Amanda fell pregnant and she did not get the same treatment. He actually let her keep the baby, and on Christmas Day 2006, Amanda went to the labor. Ariel forced Michelle to help Amanda give birth, telling her if Amanda lost the baby, she would kill for him. Ariel would end up bonding with this child, and this child would allow out of the basement. He would tell neighbors that it was his girlfriend's kid, and no one suspect a thing. Ariel would train the girls not to even attempt escaping, and he did this by keeping the door purposely open. He would then pretend to leave the house and waited on the other side of the door to see if one of them tried to escape. If they did, he would horrifically beat them. That baby Amanda had would end up being their savior. When the daughter was 6-year-old, she was basically allowed to roam free. This is when Ariel left the house for a few minutes, and he had left that door unlocked. Amanda noticed the doors open, but she fears approaching it. So she sent her little daughter to go and check if his car was in the driveway, and it wasn't. This is when Amanda took her opportunity to run out. So Amanda runs to the front door, but exploded and she can only get her arm out. She is so close to being outside, so she is screaming the top of her lungs until the neighbor finally hears her and he helps her. And she called the police. So on May 30, 2013, all 3 girls were saved. On 7th of June, Ariel Castro was charged with all of this. It was giving life in prison, but he ended up his life after a month in jail. This is the horrifying story of Ariel Castro, who abducted 3 young girls and kept them from the world for years. So if you like to know about more cases like this, please subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.